Hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Patera here with a video for you today. We are going on an adventure and we are getting silkies. Again, we're adding more to the homestead. I have been wanting to get some silkies. They are fabulous little chickens, kind of a fancy little breed, and awesome to have on any homestead. They're very good at going broody, so I'm very excited about that. We love our broody hens, right? So we are heading off the mountain, heading way out to go to a local farm and a little hatchery, kind of, if you will, and they are known for their silkies. So I have been waiting for their next batch to hatch, and that was today. So they are available for pickup, so we are on our way now to go get them, and we'll take you along with us and we'll show you what they're like. We're very excited. All right, guys, we have come off the mountain. We have driven all the way down to Louisville, Tennessee, which is in Blount County, near the We're basically in the Knoxville area, near the airport. If you're, around this area, you know exactly where I'm talking about. Beautiful area as always. And we've come to Blue Line Silkies, and you should see this place. Your heart is just going to just jump out of your chest when you see all these little silkies and this beautiful setup. I mean, we're talking just top class situation here with these chickens. So we're going to show you some of these babies, and we're going to pick some. So come on over and take a look at these babes. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just going to have to get them all. What do you... Oh my goodness. Now, can we talk about what we have here in terms of color and what is what?
Okay. These are the black ones right here. And then the lighter, which they have a grayish hue, but these are blue. And then I have a few that, let me see if I can find.
What about like this one right here?
This one right here, now some of these will feather out and they'll be splash. Sometimes as day olds, they're kind of hard to tell, but I wait till they get their wing feathers. But I have been looking at them for a while, over the years, hatching them out, so I can kind of tell usually what they're going to be.
So they're obviously, like we talked about, with what they are and sexing. These are a little bit tricky. They're a little bit tricky.
Yes, they are. And now the little yellow ones, they'll turn all white when they feather out.
Okay.
And then the ones that you'll see with like the little spots on their back,
almost like
they're called a partridge, and they come in different varieties. They can be silver or like a blue partridge or black. And they usually have like 3 colors in them. Usually like black or buff or, blue. So they're a really pretty.
Oh, we're gonna have to really think about what we're gonna get here. This is great. This is really, really great.
Thank you. One thing that you will notice with silkies is they have the dark skin, and that is a trait of silkies. They also have 5 toes, unlike a lot of other silkies that you'll notice. And that is just one of the characteristics of this breed. They're a very docile breed, and they're also, let me see what comes. And they don't have straight combs either.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing that can pop up every now and then that you may notice, but that is something that we try to breed out as well. And I do breed the showgirls, and they have the naked neck, and they also come with a bow tie. I wish I had one in here. I sold it earlier today, but they'll have the naked neck, and then they also have what's called like a bow tie or a non-bow tied version, and that just kind of depends on the genetics and how they're bred together.
A lot of genetics in this whole
Correct,
deal.
a lot of genetics, and that shows with color and everything else with the silkies. So,
well, I can completely understand why you're into these. These are so adorable.
They are really fun, and there's just so many different varieties of them, and I love
And you
them.
talk about that is, as far as being broody, that you find that this is probably the best you've dealt with in terms of being a broody mama.
I think so, yes, and they love to hatch out, so they will hatch out anything that you have. If you have, any type of other chicken, duck eggs, anything, they will just sit there and just be in love with hatching them out and taking care of the young. They're really good at that.
So it's advantageous for, say, someone who has a homestead and wants to have broody chickens or have a broody mama. This is probably going to be your best bet.
Exactly, and I have allowed them to hatch out even in the wintertime. I mean, they've done really good at keeping the chicks warm. I even have one in my nursery area who is an older hen, and I give her babies all the time, even after they have hatched out, and she just takes them in. She loves them.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, well, let's get picking.
Just fine.
Look how well they get along.
Yeah, they're pretty well behaved. I mean, every now and then one got close to the other one's girlfriend or something, really good on cross ventilation through here, and it's even good to have the ventilation in the wintertime as well.
Definitely.
Keeps them healthy.
Now over here, what is this right
Over
is
here
is
is
a grow out.
They have access, to that all the time, and I'll leave it on all the time because sometimes I have babies over here that aren't really weaned off of the Eco Glows under there, so they can get under that.
Well, those Eco Glows, man, they are worth their weight in gold.
They really are. I've had those for several years, and they run all the time.
Well, when you transition over, it's like it's hard to go back to anything else for safety, but nonetheless, it just does such a good job.
I know, and I don't worry about them so much being, getting too hot under our house and stuff like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, this is just wonderful.
Well,
you have such a nice setup. Chicken. Folks that are looking to broaden their horizons in terms of adding chickens, this is just great. Your husband has done. You and your husband have done a great job.
He built this. I had the idea, and then he just implemented it. So
I got you. Yeah. It's the whole concept of I'm the neck, I'll turn the head. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have done this physically, but
right. Well, he's done great. Oh.
I know. And then that's like I call it my broody breaker.
Gotcha.
So if anybody's brooding, I need to break them. I put them in that. It cools their underbelly.
Sure.
And breaks that hormone cycle.
That's your broody breaker right back there.
It is, and I have a fan blowing back there, and basically when a hen goes broody, it's like a hormone cycle.
Exactly.
So in order to break that, there's several ways to do it. But the most effective ways I found is put them in a wire cage. It cools underneath.
Exactly.
And stops that, that broody cycle. And generally, the quicker you do it, like if you notice one broody right away, put them under there, and maybe like in a day or two, they're done out of the box, ready to go again.
Some folks have been asking about that, and that's what I had recommended with dog crates, something to where they're up off the ground where they can get the cool airflow underneath them.
Exactly. And then step 2, if that doesn't work, give them an egg and let them hatch it out.
Well, just get them through it. Yeah,
that's right.
Get them through it. Well, we appreciate this. This is wonderful. I'm gonna. Everybody's just gonna be so excited to see this. We've decided to come down at the other side of the property. Miss Casey has another whole setup for her Silkies. A gorgeous coop area. You're gonna love this. Okay, if you're thinking about building an outdoor chicken coop, as opposed to having it in your living room, of course, because you're going to love your chickens so much. This is a wonderful setup, and she's going to talk just real brief about what this is and what they've done and why.
Okay, this is my this is my buff pen, and then the one over there is white, and I keep my colors separated for genetic purposes. I like to keep the colors true. When people come and pick up my chickens, they like to know the history and the background of the chickens. So when they go to breed, nothing pops up that doesn't need to be there, like another color. And this is their run, and they have access to. I have electricity out here, and I have a tin roof, which keeps it dry. Last winter we didn't have the tin roof, so it was really wet out here. We tried plastic, but over the winter it rained on it and it froze. So it got really heavy. So I had my husband put up the tin, and it's worked awesome.
Well, and like we talked about before, the tin roof is really not that expensive.
It is not, no.
Even if you only, I think, did a partial, just kept half of it close to the coop really dry for them.
Right.
Just how much better quality it gives for them out here.
And we had half of it tinned, and then the rest of it was just wire. But the tin was working so great, we decided just to do all of it. And
everybody's warm and safe and
snug
as a rug and dry.
It's great.
This is wonderful. This is really, really good. Y'all have done just an awesome job.
Thank you. And then if you want to look inside, I can show you how we have this set up inside as well. And it's not as large inside, but they don't stay in here much. They're outside most of the day, and they just come in here at night. And like I said, these are my little buffs, and I've probably got about 4 roosters in here, and they do fine together, and 4 hens, and then I have my whites on the other side, and just separated from a door. Like I said, I don't want to breed the colors together.
This is fantastic.
And then I have nest boxes right there, and then you can access them on the other side to get the eggs out as well.
Awesome. Just awesome. All right, guys, we appreciate you joining us here. This is Miss Casey with Blue Line Silkies out in Blount County in Tennessee. We're going to put all of her information and Facebook page at the bottom in the description so you can contact them and find out when all of these sweet babies are hatching. Be sure to do it quickly because they sell quick.
They do.
That's why I jumped in the car and I got down here very, very fast because I knew that the last time you had a bunch hatch out. Like in 2 days, they were gone. Everybody loves this breed. So as you can see why. They have a wonderful facility here, a great setup. These birds are very well managed. So this is going to be somewhere you're definitely going to want to contact. And we just appreciate you having us. This is so great, so much to learn, and such a neat breed. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Be sure to like and subscribe if you like what you see here at Appalachia's Homestead. Check us out on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and whatnot. Check her page out. You're going to love this stuff. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.